Welcome to the mini fashion tutorial set. Before you start, check the text below the video to be perfectly ready. Let's get started with this one. We start with a loose sketch of the clothes just to get an idea about the overall shape of the clothes. But this won't be a part of your final drawing. I'm using dry ink here. If you struggle with the basic shapes, you will find some tips at the end of the video. Now pay attention to the folding of the scarf. Make it more real and detailed, not just flat. It can be like in the wind, in some action or motion. Create a new layer under the sketch, pick your favorite color and use dry ink to draw the final outline of your sweater. For quick coloring, tap on this tool up here, follow your outline, and tap on the dot here. Now fill the gaps. You can turn off the sketch layer to see your final drawing better. Create a new layer above the sweater and tap on the clipping mask. Add some shades with black color using the airbrush. I often draw strong shades and soften them with an eraser. Create a new layer under shading to get some structure to your sweater. I'm using one of my custom fashion brushes, the crocheting brush. You can grab it on my Patreon. I will leave all the details about my fashion brush set below the video. Now play with the weight of the structure. It should follow the shape and folding of the main shape. Here are a few options. Tap on the arrow up here. You can turn and move with your drawing. When you have the uniform option, you can change size within the same ratio. With the freeform option, you can change the size in a different way. Also, if you hold your pen on the blue dot, you can distort the shape or size or change it in some way. And finally, the wrap option. Tap here to see all the blue dots. You can move or deform your drawing in many ways. To reset or edit, tap here. And also you can use the distort option directly. If you want to select some parts of your drawing you want to change, tap on the lasso tool here and circle the part. My favorite tool for changing shapes and sizes is the magic wand. Tap on the liquify option. You can see a few directions or ways of movement. You can also set the size or pressure to your touch. I will show you quickly how it looks. I often use the push option here. You have great control of the movements. Try to follow the natural direction of the fabric. Now you can lower the opacity here if you like it better. Create a new layer above the shade, tap on the clipping mask and add some details using the noise brush and dark color. And also add some highlights with the bright color. We have a nice structure here. See the difference? Maybe change the opacity again. Add shade below the sweater. Create a new layer above the character and draw shade using the medium airbrush. Remember to dress your character behind or around the entire figure. Create a new layer below and draw the folds of your clothes. Match all colors. Now the scarf. For this I'm using a 6B pencil from Sketching Group for the nice structure. A draw is in 2 layers for easier shading and working. Add shading in a new layer. Always tap on the clipping mask. Try to get the wrap effect. And some stripes. Add some highlights with the noise brush. Put the shade also behind the scarf in the layer of shading of your character. Also on the sweater. And more shade behind the wraps. Draw a scarf also behind your character. Match the colors. We put one end of the scarf between the wraps. Create a new layer. And add shading in a new layer. Also strips in the right direction. And add highlights. The second end of the scarf put in a new layer below the character. It is bending here in a new layer. Shading, strips and highlights. Now add some tassels. I'm using one of my fur brush. You can grab it on my Patreon, but use what you want for this. Put shade also under the scarf here. Perfect. If you want to try more fashion tutorials, check out these outfits on my Patreon. Also the basic principles of drawing clothes. If you struggle with the basic shapes, I prepared a few outlines for you. You can upload it into your Procreate as a loose sketch, adjust the shape to your character and continue with coloring. More details you can find in the text below the video. Hope you enjoyed the drawing and see you around!